Come on, guys, help me come up with a better name for that. Maybe our next guest will have that. They're two of the many superstars that make this fair city not just a culinary capital, but they call it home. We're welcoming chefs Evelyn Garcia and Chef Henry Lu. They just happen to also be the co-owners of June in Houston, and they also... One has been, one currently is on Top Chef, but we're not talking about that. But we want to talk about it. We
so value it.
We do. Welcome to the program. Chef Evelyn, let me just ask you really quickly, because I don't want to ask him about Top Chef, but I'm just curious, how odd is it to go through making the show and then seeing it play back? Is it a lot different than what happens?
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of edits that have to happen, because for a competitor, it's about a 12 to sometimes 14-hour day.
Wow.
For it to be all condensed into the show that airs like 60, I think it's like 80 minutes now. They made it a little bit longer, by the way, this year.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of editing. There's a lot of things that need to be cut and that they may feel is not adding to the drama.
How much of your life did you have to spend when you were on the show? Is it like 2 weeks, a month?
It's about 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
Wow.
That you just disappear.
And where do you shoot? Are you in LA? Is that in New York?
Whatever city it goes into.
Oh, it changes cities.
It changes city, yeah.
So, Henry, I'm not going to ask you about it, as I keep saying.
No.
But I am going to say, are you relieved it's done, or do you still miss the thrill of it?
Oh, you definitely miss the thrill of the whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, they throw you right into it, and then, like, you're going at it for, like, days, weeks, months, and everything, and then all of a sudden they pluck you away. Yeah. And then you're just waiting.
Yeah,
for
go back to your life now.
Yeah. So how different is that than starting a restaurant, where they just throw you into it and it's never-ending days and it goes on and on?
That's got to
Same
be
but
tough.
different.
Yeah,
I feel like I honestly I did it before the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Henry's did it after the restaurant, and I feel like it gave me some kind of mental being ready for the restaurant. I was just like, you know what? I just did the most stressful thing in my life. This restaurant's going to be all right.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, we also had each other, you know, we are partners from the beginning. Like, we chose everything together and everything. So it is nice to have that. When you're in the competition, you're by yourself. It's you and your thoughts, you know, and your experience. That's all really what you can rely on.
Yeah.
Well, this restaurant scene, I remember when like a barbecue restaurant was a date night, you know, in Houston. And now there are so many great restaurants. How do you compare the Houston restaurant scene to other big places around the country, or even the world for that matter?
Well, I think the most exciting thing about the Houston food scene is that it's changing so rapidly.
Yes.
You know, and it's going to a very exciting area, territory, and everything. That's why we were so excited to open up a restaurant here in Houston as opposed to New York or LA or anything.
Yeah.
We wanted to create something unique, fun, exciting for the Houston people.
Tell everyone about your restaurant. What makes it special?
Yeah, so June is a story of
We're
our...
slightly biased.
So you like this
Pretty
place,
good,
huh?
I know.
Pretty great, guys.
Yeah. Well, I'll just tell you, it's hard to get into. That's how great it is. So congratulations on
Yeah,
that.
2 years going, I was like, still hard to get in. I mean, that's like great news for me, bad news for you. I was like, but I mean, you guys know some people now. I was like,
Well, first of all, before we get into all that, the name June, it's not one of you. It's not the month. Explain what June is.
yeah, so June's a play on the month. I was like, but it's the birth month of Evelyn, her mom, my sister, that made the restaurant possible. You know, I was like,
June 22nd here.
Oh, there you go.
I said
all the
this
Geminis in our family.
earlier. My daughter's named Evelyn, so I was like automatically heartbeats.
Yeah.
Heartbeats.
Thank you. No, yeah. So honestly, for the restaurant itself, we really wanted to play an homage to the flavors and cultures that we grew up with. And that's really what June is about, just kind of celebrating that and showcasing that it very much has a lot of similarities. Although I grew up in Houston and him in New York, I'm Mexican Salvadorian, he's Chinese. We had a lot of very similar upbringing, and our palates are exactly the same, which is why it's so easy for us to create together. And really just showcasing that. And for me, it just not only Houston, but now that we see it, you know, it's been alive for 2 years already, and seeing our customers come in and really enjoy it and connect with it, we get to notice that like it's a restaurant that just makes sense in Houston, and we're very proud of that.
You know, we talked just a moment ago about how it's been 2 years on. It's still hard to get a table. So often a restaurant will shine bright and then fades quickly. What is the key to the staying power that you've had or that other restaurants could learn from you?
Keep making noise.
keep true to yourself.
True
too.
to yourself,
Yeah.
to your idea, and constantly try to push yourself to be better. I think we started off strong, but we've changed a whole bunch from opening. But in the sense of how can we make this experience better for the guest? How can we make the food better? How does it translate better? We're always just trying to improve. And it's in a sense of not, obviously, in reward, it makes sense for the guest gets to enjoy it better. But for us, we were just like, just shake it. We're like, how can we make this better? How can we improve for ourselves? Because at the end of the day, it is our vision and our baby. And we were like, how can we make it better? It's good, but like, how can we improve and just make it all around a better experience? And yeah, that's what I say. I'm like, just keep moving, keep making noise, creatively push yourself. And that's what we have to constantly do to keep June.
Last question in the 2 seconds we have left. Chef Henry, first time in the restaurant, what do you order?
That's what I was going to ask.
Great
the same
question.
Fried chicken, definitely my thing.
Interesting.
Is it like Korean fried chicken?
No, we do like
It's
a
very
shrimp
different,
paste, oyster sauce, and everything. So something very familiar and very nostalgic to a lot of people. Fried chicken, I'll say, but we do our own little twist on it.
I'm coming, and just so everyone knows, it's JUN.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you on Open Table? How do people
You
find
can make
table.
reservations open table.
and pray when you go for that reservation that you actually get
we
it.
do have space for walk-ins. Don't worry. I was like,
You're very kind
It's
to
not
show us.
impossible to get
Yeah.
in, but
Thank you so
thank
much.
you both for coming in.
yeah, no, thank you guys for
Chef
having me.
Great to see you.
Chef Evelyn Garcia and Henry Lu of June Houston. Again, thanks for joining Ernie, Frank, and I. This
Yeah,
is
thank you
fabulous.
guys for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you.